The Grand Slam of Ultrarunning is a competition where you have to complete 4 100-mile races over the course of a 14-week period. To each one, I tied one of the 4 stoic virtues that dictated how I approached each race.
The last and final race of the Grand Slam of Ultrarunning is the Wasatch Front 100. Regardless of which of the other races that you do, you have to finish with this one. This is the capstone. This is the one that everybody has to do in the challenge. It is probably the most brutal. There's 24,000 feet of elevation gain. It's a sneaky hot race, super exposed, very, very challenging. In this final race, I was left with the last cardinal virtue of justice. Justice is more than just following the law. It's about how people treat others and how they act in accordance with morality. You know, I consistently was on myself to do the right thing in the moment, whether that was for me or for anybody else. It's a duty to others, and it should really guide our decisions. From mile 3 to 7 becomes just a conga line with us having to climb 4,000 feet in just 4 miles. The very first way I was able to practice justice was being mindful of when someone came up behind me. Since a lot of the course was single track, I would take a step to the side and allow them to pass. I did get passed by a ton of people going up the climb, however. Steep climbing is a weakness of mine that I definitely need to train up. I think it was from staring at the ground for so long with my headlamp in the dark. I got pretty dizzy actually. So I'm starting to come out of it a little bit now. Had a nice smoother downhill for a little bit. Gonna try to make up some time. I had started to get a bit sick, as in previous races this summer. I was still starting to have some stomach pain, and this pain was different in that it was higher up in my stomach. Was having some stomach issues for a while. It's calmed down a bit. I've slowed down a bit. Yeah, we're still moving forward. Looking back at the videos that I had taken, I noticed just how hard of a time I was having breathing, just walking up these slight inclines. And I remember during the race, I'm like, why is this so hard? Like anything at a 5% or more incline, I would just be huffing and puffing and just feeling super ill. You know, we've been running through the heat of the day, super exposed, body's overheating, and I just have to throw everything up. So I'm in pretty rough shape getting into Lance Canyon. Once I got in, I puked up everything that I had inside me. Lost a lot of time there. I was there for probably like 30 minutes trying to recover. Because I got a really big climb here. Started to feel more ill and more ill as the race went on. I start puking violently, and I'm puking for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I look so bad, I think I'm gonna get thrown out of the race. And there goes my Grand Slam. I ended up puking everything up at mile 51. And from that point on, through the end of the race, I had such a hard time taking anything down. The other time I was able to practice justice was when I came up on a runner and his pacer. The racer didn't have a headlamp, and I normally run with one headlamp on my head and one around my waist, but since I had an extra battery for my main headlamp, I knew that giving him this headlamp wouldn't hinder me.
The universe also gave me an opportunity to receive justice. My buddy Brad was out there. He was at the Brighton Lodge aid station, and he took me in the rest of the way to the finish line. That's just the kind of guy he is. Not only will he be there for you and show up, but he'll do it without you even asking. So I'm super grateful for his ability to practice justice in his daily life. So after being able to survive the final 50 miles, we finally came in to the home stretch. We saw the finish line, and I got a surge of adrenaline, was able to pick up the pace just a little bit and run across that finish line. And that was one of the best feelings ever. Not only did I complete the Wasatch Front 100, I had just completed the Grand Slam of Ultrarunning, something that not a lot of people have been able to do. I ended up learning a lot over the course of these 4 races, and not just about the 4 stoic virtues. I discovered some pretty interesting things about myself and how these stoic virtues can really enhance the quality of your life. Be sure to check out the final episode for my reflections on this entire experience.